So good to be back recording. Yes, it's been a minute, like 2 to 3 weeks that I was off, but just because a lot of things have been going on in my personal life, good things, everything is fine. I will explain to you a bit later on because there's still some things to confirm, but everything is good. And I hope that everything is good on your side too. So this video, I want to share with you the fragrances that I added to my collection in this last month and a half, like since September until now. And man, there are a lot of fragrances to cover. This is another massive luxury fragrance haul that I want to share with you. Hello everyone, I'm Julian from Scented Moments channel, where I help you to discover the amazing world of perfumery. So in this video I have lots of niche fragrances to talk about. I have 3 designers which I already mentioned in the past videos, but still I want to cover them because I purchased them like in September. So this is really a massive haul. I think it's like one of the biggest fragrance hauls that I had so far, and there are some amazing discoveries here. So let's get right into these beautiful fragrances. Let's go with a designer fragrance which is very popular. I mean, everyone or at least a lot of people know about this. It's from House of Tom Ford, Ombre leather. Doesn't need any introduction. It's one of the best leather fragrances in the market, and it's part of the signature line. So this was previously called Ombre Leather 16 in the private blend collection. Now they moved into the signature collection, and now I think they are planning to move quite a few others. But Ombre Leather, it's a fragrance that I wanted to have forever in my collection. Finally have it. I mean, this is a more elegant, more sophisticated, more rounded version of Tuscan leather. This is a bit more floral, definitely have like jasmine in here, more enhanced. You don't have the raspberry as an official note, nor any fruity note, but it's still here, it's still lingering here, at least to my nose. Then you have this black leather jacket, a cord that it's just to die for. Very sexy fragrance here from the House of Tom Ford, Ombre leather. The next designer, this is from House of Hermès, and this one is Terre d'Hermès Parfum. Now, just like Ombre leather, which I think I didn't mention, I featured Ombre leather on my fall video, so I did with this one, and this is a masterpiece. Absolutely love this one. Actually, I love this Terre d'Hermès line, and with this one I finished my collection of the Terre d'Hermès line, with the exception of the Intense Vetiver, which is really my least favorite of this line. I think it's really the most different Terre d'Hermès, let's say, of the, or it's the least Terre d'Hermès, if that makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of that one, but this is beautiful. This is really an intensified, thicker version of the original Terre d'Hermès. So I have this one. I have the original, of course, the Eau Très Fraîche, which is sadly discontinued, and actually that one was my favorite version of the Terre d'Hermès. But then they replaced that one with Eau Givre, which I also have and I really do like. And now I have the Parfum. The Parfum is amazing. It's a more thicker, more earthy vetiver in here, and it's a more denser perfume, not as transparent as the original. You still have this spicy bitter orange, but again, it's not as clean, and clean in a way that it's not as transparent as in the original, which is natural. In the end, this is an extrait version. Absolutely love this one. This is now my favorite version of the Terre d'Hermès. This is the perfect version of this DNA. Terre d'Hermès Parfum, and honestly, this is a gentlemanly, sophisticated scent that you can wear pretty much every year, because this is not a fragrance that it will just, you know, scream out of you. It's not a loud perfume, so you can really wear this during the entire year, especially during spring and fall. The next fragrance, this is from the House of Prada, and this one is Prada Luna Rossa Black. My favorite from this collection, and I don't know what is the deal of this fragrance. Is it discontinued? Is it not? I mean, it's definitely hard to find in both retail stores and online discounters. I mean, I don't know if it's been discontinued or if it's soon to be. If it's not, maybe it's just, I don't know, I don't know what's going on with this fragrance, but it's really one of the best Prada fragrances in recent years, in my opinion. This smells like it has a bit of that Bulgari black feel, you know, that hockey puck bottle of Bulgari, which is now discontinued. It has that powdery, rubbery, leathery feel that also you could smell in Midnight in Paris by Van Cleef & Arpels, also discontinued. So this one really took that DNA, added a bit of lavender, which is a very present note in this Lune Rossa line. And you have this rubbery, powdery, sweet, leathery aspect that I absolutely love. This is mysterious. This is a bit dark, very sensual. Love this one. Very unique according to today's standards in the mainstream perfumery. I think this is really unique. Prada Lune Rossa Black, amazing perfume. And now let's talk about niche fragrances. So the first one that I added, this is amazing. It was released this year from the house of Les Indemodables, Patchouli Noisette. Wow, what a perfume. This is a very unique take in a patchouli fragrance, in a patchouli scent, because this is not your typical earthy, chocolatey, cakey patchouli. This is earthy. It has some earthiness into it, but this is more about the green and the medicinal aspect of the patchouli with hazelnut. So here you have two types of patchouli. You have the patchouli from Sri Lanka, and you have the patchouli from Indonesia, and then you have Italian hazelnut. What a unique patchouli scent. Very nutty and more green, more medicinal, with a slight earthy quality into it. This is so smooth, so elegant. This is Les Indemodables quality and blend, as they do. Very rounded. Absolutely love this fragrance. I highly advise you to check this one out if you have yet, especially if you love patchouli, nutty patchouli. I mean, what it's there to not like. I absolutely love this one. Patchouli Noisette by Les Indemodables. One of the best releases of this year, in my opinion. The next fragrance, I'm very proud to have this one. It's from the House of Amouage, one of my favorite perfume brands. And this one is Royal Tobacco. Finally have this one in my collection. This was so hyped last year and still is, although now everyone is talking about King Blue, which I still did not smell. But this one, I love tobacco. Tobacco is one of my favorite notes in perfumery, so I needed to grab a bottle of this one, especially when I tried it in a perfume store. Actually, it was in Vilnius in Lithuania, and this one is amazing. So this is really a typical Amouage scent with a pronounced tobacco leaves note. It's a wet tobacco leaves accord, at least to my nose. But this, you know, this kind of reminds me a bit of Memoir Man, also from Amouage. And it's weird because, like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting that this would be more centered around tobacco, and it's not exactly. Although tobacco, it's very pronounced in here, but it's not like the star, let's say. And this is not your typical sweet honeyed piped tobacco. It's not. So this is green. It's very green in the opening, very aromatic. You have absinthe, you have anise. So right at the opening, it's not for everyone. So it's very green, very aromatic. And then you have this like mossiness, this green dark mossiness, which you can also smell in Memoir. So and this one also has a frankincense. So this has that dark green incensey, enchanting forests like impression that I get from Memoir. And then you have the tobacco, this very natural smelling wet tobacco leaves. It's amazing. But yes, this for me, it's like Memoir Man added tobacco. This is how I capture this fragrance, and I absolutely love, because I love Memoir Man, so I absolutely love Royal Tobacco. I mean, it's really a fantastic Amouage release here. Yeah, I'm really in love with this one. Very lucky to have a full bottle of Royal Tobacco. The next fragrance, this is from House of Xerjoff, from the Casa Moratti line, Lira. This is so good. This is one of the best vanilla fragrances. I mean, and I have such a close story with this fragrance because this is one of my girlfriend's all-time favorite perfumes. She actually has one Lira for her because I offered her like years ago, and she still has that bottle. She loves this perfume, and yes, I also wanted to add to my collection as well. Yeah, this is vanilla deliciousness. I mean, realistic, natural smelling vanilla with citruses. Amazing. Very addicting, very sensual. I love vanilla, and this was a fragrance that it was really missing in my collection, so I decided to add it. I absolutely love this one. Beautiful bottle presentation, and this is one of the best from the Casa Moratti. Long-lasting, unisex. You just need to love vanilla. Lira by Xerjoff from the Casa Moratti line. The next fragrance, I think this is really one of the best discoveries of this year, and when I will film a video about that, this will definitely be like in the top 3, hands down. This is from the house of Pantheon Roma, which in itself it's a very underrated brand from Italy, and I have 2 perfumes from this brand, Dolce Passione and Trastevere, which are 2 of the best gourmand fragrances that I ever smelled. Dolce Passione, one of the best chocolate fragrances. Trastevere, it's a delicious, milky, biscuity, nutty perfume. So mouth-watering. I also tried a few others. Although they are good, but they didn't really convince me to add, to buy, because it's not that they are doing something new, or at least they don't add anything new to my collection, better saying. But this one, I just gave a shot of this one, and wow. And I've been wearing this one so much. This is sexiness in a bottle. It is Annone, and this is in the 100 ml. This is extrait de parfum, like all Pantheon Roma fragrances came in. It's the only concentration. It's extrait. So this is like the question is, where have you been all my life? Annone, it was released in 2018 if I'm not mistaken, and this is a fruity sweet scent. Now in itself it's like, okay, what's new about that? Anything. There's nothing new about this fragrance, to be honest, but the way that this fragrance smells, like this is not scratchy, this is not an overly sweet, sickly, bubblegummy fragrance. It's not. This is very smooth, and I love the raspberry because the fruity notes here are raspberry and pineapple. Amazing. And then you have a bit of a cotton candy feel, like in the same way of Baccarat Rouge, but not as Baccarat Rouge, if that makes sense. I'm not a fan of Baccarat Rouge, not of the Eau de Parfum at least. I think it's too synthetic. I think it's too artificial. I think artificial is really the best way to describe Baccarat Rouge, the Eau de Parfum. The extrait, I think it's starting to be a different conversation, but I will leave that to another video. But this one is a very smooth, silky, fruity, sweet fragrance, if that makes sense. And then it's also musky in the base. Love this one. I mean, seriously, this is how fruity sweet scents should be made. Not overwhelming, just done right. I mean, not overly sweet, not overly synthetic or artificial, just done right. It's how this is. I already received so many compliments with this one. Seriously, it's not even written. And I usually don't really talk about compliments that much, but with this one, it's yeah. I can feel, I'm hyped about Annone by Pantheon Roma. Amazing. Please check this fragrance out if you have yet to. The next fragrance, this is from house of Stephane, Humbert, Lucas, and actually well, first of all, I love this brand. It's been a while since I added a fragrance from Stephane Humbert Lucas, and actually I have a few others that I want to add as well. But this one, it's so underrated. It is called Bahrein. I think it's how you pronounce, and apologies if I'm butchering this name. But this fragrance, this is around iris, and this is a very lipsticky iris to die for. I love iris. I'm a sucker for iris, also one of my favorite notes. But although this is lipsticky, but it's very different from the Dior Homme line, because this doesn't have the cacao nor the sweet edges of the Dior Homme line. This is more, I would say more dry. This is definitely more dry. So lipsticky iris in here, a bit of resins, a bit of a fresh citruses in the opening. Love this one. Absolutely love it. This is a very unique iris, actually. Although it's lipsticky, but it's very dry, and I really, to this day, I haven't smelled anything like this before. It's very underrated. Again, it's very elegant. Oh, it's a very elegant fragrance. So elegant. I mean, wow. Amazing, amazing. I love this one. But this is unisex. Again, you just need to love lipsticky iris to appreciate this one. Very elegant. Called Bahrein by Stephane Humbert Lucas. The next fragrance that I added to my collection from the house, so Francesca Bianchi. I mean, I love Francesca. I love her fragrances. I was so lucky to chat with her, to know her personally at Essence. It was amazing, amazing experience. And yes, I added another one from her collection, and this one is Sticky Fingers. Man, this is one of her best works. I mean, I love this one. Ever since I sampled this one, because she always sent me samples of her fragrances and of her new releases. When she sent me the sample of Sticky Fingers, I was like, I need to have this one. This was already a while ago, so just now I'm adding this one to my collection, and I'm very proud to have this. This is really sticky. Again, iris. And Francesca, I mean, more and more people are starting to complain that her fragrances are all around the same, like this butchery iris, animalics, resins, and that's it. I mean, I understand that critic. I would love to see something different from her work, but at the same time, I understand Francesca in a way that, well, this is what she loves to do. She's the nose behind it. She's a creative director. It's her brand. So, I mean, if she wants to do things as she's keep doing, so I mean, it's also understandable. It's how she identifies. So I also cannot criticize that. But this one is amazing. So definitely you have the butchery iris, and it's very enhanced. I love butchery iris, and here it's done to perfection. But it's a butchery iris, very sticky and gooey. It's really hard to explain, but yes, it's really sticky. It's a sticky, gooey, butchery iris with patchouli, with like an earthy patchouli, and then with the animalic qualities. This is a very sensual fragrance, very sexual fragrance, I would say. Yeah, very, very sexual perfume. I love, this is so addicting. I love this one. And this also has a bit of a cacao, I think. I'm not sure, but I think there is a bit of a cacao accord in here. Love this one. Check this one out if you have yet. Use Sticky Fingers by Francesca Bianchi. The next fragrance, this is an amazing discovery, and from also a newish brand to me. I mean, this brand is around already since 2015, if I'm not mistaken, from France. And this brand is called Les Eaux Primordiales. This fragrance is called Vanille Supermassive. This is a 50 ml extrait de parfum. And I always overlook this brand because MSC, they have this brand already, like maybe this year, in the beginning of this year, I would say. I always pass by and I was like, okay, like I have other things that I want to add. I have other priorities, so I will not dive into this brand. A week ago, I decided, no, I want to try this brand, and I want to start with Vanilla Supermassive because it, like, the bottle itself really stands out. Here we are. Wow. Wow, this vanilla is one of the most, if not the most realistic vanilla, because vanilla as a raw material, it's not sweet, it's actually quite bitter. And here you have the bitterness. This is like a bittersweet vanilla. It's not your typical sweet, pretty, girly vanilla, nor your sweet, cakey, like cupcake vanilla. This is a real vanilla perfume. It has a bit of a cupcake feel, but this is really about that bitter, sweet vanilla. So realistic, so long lasting. I mean, it's really a beast of a fragrance. The price is a bit, it's overpriced, I would say. For vanilla, I think it's overpriced. I mean, this is a 50 ml, 240, I think it's 240 euros or 45 euros. For just a 50 ml, it's a bit much. But if you love vanilla, check this one out, please. And I have another one that I really want to add from this brand, which is Mécanique Intuitive, which is a intensive resinous fragrance that it's amazing. But this one, it was released this year actually, Vanille Supermassive, and I absolutely love. I love this vanilla. Love at first sniff right here. The next fragrance, this is from the house of Andy Tower. It's been, I don't know, quite some time since I added Andy Tower in my collection, and I wanted this one for years actually. Since the moment this was released, which was already like in 2016 if I'm not mistaken. This is a masterpiece. This is one of the best amber fragrances out there. It's not L'Air de Désert Marocain, I already have that one. But it's Au Cœur du Désert. Wow. This, I have, oh yeah, hands down, one of the best, one of the finest amber fragrances. Thick, dense, rich, smoky, resinous. Oh man, in the heart of the desert. And I really can see that. I really can see that. Because I've already been in the desert, actually. So I can really see that, but yeah, this amber, it's out of this world. I have a comparison video which I filmed like years ago. It was one of my first videos actually, but I still stand with what I said in that video. So I'll leave the link in the description box down below if you want to have a comparison between L'Air de Désert Marocain and the extrait version of that fragrance. It's a masterpiece, one of the best ambers out there. Au Cœur du Désert by Andy Tower. And the next two fragrances, they are both from the house of Diptyque. It's also been quite a while since I added a Diptyque to my collection, and I'm very proud to own both, especially this one, Benjoin Boheme. And this bottle, in this original bottle size, amazing. I mean, seriously, so gorgeous. And I'm saying this because now Diptyque, they changed the bottle format and they moved Benjoin Boheme to the regular Diptyque bottle, the 75 ml with a black rim, with a gold label in front. And so now that's the new Benjoin Boheme. I don't know if they reformulated or not. I don't know, but yes, I'm very lucky. I had amazing deal online. I had an amazing deal online, and I'm very, very happy to have this one. And this was a blind buy. I never tried this one before, but I was influenced by Sebastian from the Perfume Guy channel, which is one of my favorite fragrance reviewers, and he's always praising about this fragrance, always. So yes, I look at the note breakdown. This is definitely within my taste, so I just thought it was a safe blind buy, and it was. Oh man, this is amazing. Oh, so sexy. Benzoin, definitely benzoin is the front and center of this perfume. This vanillic resinous scent that it's just to die for, because benzoin has a vanillic quality, and it gives like a resinous vanilla It has the smell of a resinous vanilla, and here it's done to perfection. I absolutely love this. So sensual. It has like an ambery aspect as well, but this is definitely all around the benzoin. Love it. Love, love, love it. Very proud to have this 100 ml in my collection. Benjoin Boheme by Diptyque. And the other one from Diptyque, it's actually very underrated. And this is Trancard Boulevard Saint-Germain. So this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. And I also want to have the Eau de Toilette because they are different enough to have both, to be worth having both, because the Eau de Toilette has more layers. You can definitely see more layers, more notes, like more cinnamon, more spices, more peppery, and then you have more woods. I mean, it's definitely more, it has more layers. This one, as an Eau de Parfum, this is more concentrated. It's more closed, let's say. And so here, oh, but this is so good. This is really good. It's very sensual, very masculine fragrance, I would say. Definitely leans more into the masculine side of things. Yeah, pink pepper, like the same pink pepper. Actually, the opening kind of reminds me of Bulgari Man in Black, the original, because of this pink pepper opening. So, but it's peppery with sandalwood and vanilla. Amazing. I absolutely love this. I would say that this one even has a boozy nuance that also reminds me a bit of Bulgari Men in Black, but it's not featured as a note or as an accord. But I absolutely love this. So good. And the cap is magnetic, which is also amazing. Gives really a nice touch. This perfume Saint-Germain, amazing in the Eau de Parfum concentration. Check this one out. But also do not overlook the Eau de Toilette. Well, actually, now that I'm looking, like the last fragrances that I have, like 6 fragrances that I have are 2 per brand, actually. So I will just name them 2 at a time. So the next 2 fragrances, these 2 are from the very avant-garde brand of Beaufort. And these are Couleur de Noir and Terror and Magnificent. I'm so happy to have these 2 in my collection. I already have Lignum Vitae, which was a love at first sniff, and finally have these 2. I really love the matte finish of Couleur Noir. Amazing, amazing. So these 2 are very different, and these 2 are very different from Lignum Vitae. Beaufort fragrances are very daring, very avant-garde, not for everyone. You really need to have some experience in the niche, in niche perfumes, to appreciate this brand. I absolutely love this brand. So this one, Couleur Noir, is one of the darkest perfumes in their collection. This is ink. It has birch tar, very enhanced birch tar here. So it's very smoky, dark fragrance with leather, with some animalic qualities. Wow. Oh yeah, very tar, very tarry leather, ink, very gothic perfume. I love this one. Love this one to bits. It has a burn woods impression in here. Amazing scent. This one, Terror and Magnificent, is different. I mean, it's actually, I think it's the most versatile, the most appealing fragrance from the brand of Beaufort, because this one has rum, so it has a boozy accord in the opening, tobacco in the heart, and vetiver in the base. It has more notes, but these 3 also has spices as well. So I have a bit of a spice like pepper, black pepper. I have rum, the tobacco very pronounced in the heart, and vetiver, like a grassy, earthy vetiver. Amazing fragrance, very unique, but likable, versatile. These 2 definitely lean more masculine, but I mean, if you're a woman and you love these type of fragrances, please try them at least. And I love this one. This is a fantastic tobacco scent, actually. I love the tobacco note in the heart. It's really good, but this one is very mysterious. while the other one is gothic, like Couleur Noire is very gothic, this one is more mysterious, it's more elegant. Oh, it's so good. I mean, I love this Terra Magnificence. I have two more that I want to add, like Iron Duke, which is also likable, more daring than Terra Magnificent, but still very likable. And I have a Phantom 5, which is a grassy fragrance, very green, grassy fragrance to die for, actually. Two fantastic perfumes here for the fall and winter time, Couleur de Noir and Terra Magnificent. The next two fragrances, these are two from a brand that I also completely overlooked. Just because, I don't know, like I tried some of their fragrances in passing and I was not impressed, also because I had other fragrances that I wanted to add first. This brand is also being sold at Embassy Niche Perfumery Store. And every time I went there to try them, I was like, I just tried a few of them. I was like, okay. Until it clicked. Until it clicked. And it clicked with Gris Charnel. So the brand is BDK Parfum. This is Gris Charnel. This is, I think, their best seller. Maybe now it's the Extrait that they have. But I absolutely love this one. This, seriously, amazing. And then a week ago, I added Velvet Tonka. So now I have these two from BDK. I also want to add a couple more. I want the Extrait of Gris Charnel. It's amazing. And Crème de Cuir, it's also fantastic. It's a more skin scent, but it's amazing. It's really amazing. So Gris Charnel, this is iris, but this is black tea with iris. A smoked black tea with iris. Amazing. Like a creamy iris. So good. So good. Very unique. Very unique. You know, the iris here kind of reminds me of the iris that you find in Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum, which I also love. So it has that balsamic, creamy, vanillic iris with this smoked black tea right in the opening, which is fantastic. Very unique fragrance here. I love Gris Charnel. Seriously, perfect for fall. This screams fall and winter. And then Velvet Tonka. If you love gourmand, if you love sweet fragrances, you will love Velvet Tonka. Now, Velvet Tonka can lean a bit more feminine, whilst, for example, Gris Charnel, I think it's really unisex. Maybe a bit more masculine, but I think it's really unisex. Here, Velvet Tonka goes more into the feminine side, but almonds, bitter almond, a creamy vanillic bitter almond done to perfection. Now, why I added this one, why I love this one, because this fragrance reminds me of a Portuguese liquor called amarguinha or amêndoa amarga, bitter almond. And that liquor, it's a sweet liquor. It's in here, like this fragrance interprets that liquor to perfection. Usually that liquor we drink more in the summertime. We put some ice, we put a bit of a lemon peel on top, and it's amazing, very refreshing during the summertime. My girlfriend actually, now fiance, she loves this this liquor. I also do like from time to time, and it's capsulated in here. I mean, like I never smelled before. The minute I tried this on my skin, I was like, this smells like amarguinha. It's amazing. I need to have this one. So yeah, so this is bitter almond, a bit licoricey with this vanilla touch. I mean, amazing. Amazing, amazing. I love it. Oh, so good. So good. And this is not, I mean, although it's sweet and it has this bitter almond feel, I mean, it's not overwhelming. Not at all. Actually, this is more of a skin scent, which actually lasts than a projecting monster. Let's say you will not be overwhelmed in the end with this perfume. I think this one has better performance overall, but I just love this one too. It's so cozy, so sensual. I just love these two, and actually BDK become really a fragrance brand that I really want to pay more attention. And last, but by no means least, the last two fragrances here, also from a brand that I overlooked for years, but the eye opener for me was at Essence when I tried their perfumes. It clicked. You have my attention now. And so these just arrived yesterday. This was not sent to me, and any of these were actually. If they were, I would not be featuring them in this haul. But yes, I added two that I absolutely love. One of them is Lune Feline. And I love the gold flakes in here. I mean, it can be quirky, yes, but I love it. This is the Eau de Parfum. I have the sample of the extrait, so I will do a comparison if you want me to. I can do a comparison of Lune Feline, Eau de Parfum, and the extrait. I love the extrait as well. I don't know if I prefer it to the Eau de Parfum. I love the layers of the Eau de Parfum. I think you can, it's not as dense, not as thick, so you can really detect the nuances. It's a very musky vanilla scent. Amazing. Another vanilla. There are a lot of vanilla fragrances in here, but yes, Lune Feline, amazing vanilla scent. So damn sexy. Yeah, this is really a sexy vanilla. And then the other one is Rouge Sarai. I don't know how you pronounce Sarai, so apologies if I'm butchering, but Rouge Sarai, it's a delicious gourmand fragrance. You have plum and dates. Wow. So this, for me, and this is very different. Don't judge this one just by spraying the test strip. Try this on your skin. It's completely different because on paper it's more ambery. It's like an amber perfume, which is a bit weird. But on my skin, this is like plum drenched in maple syrup with the chocolate powder on top. Yeah, game over. Please just come to my collection. Love this one. Amazing, delicious gourmand fragrance like I never tried before. So these two, Lune Feline and Rouge Sarai, I mean, amazing fragrances, beautiful bottle presentations here, really beautiful. I have a couple of others that I want to add. Actually, I want Iris Fauve and Larme du Désert, which is, so Iris Fauve, it's of course around iris, which a lot of people compare to Bois d'Argent. I don't know. I mean, I can see it maybe, but still different. At least I can see some inspiration, but I think it's a bit different from Bois d'Argent by Dior. And Larme du Désert is a resinous, smoky, intensive fragrance that it's amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, that it's already incredibly long. If you are with me so far, I mean, you are an OG. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what fragrances you recently purchased, and see you in the next one. Take care, guys.